Hey everyone, Brandon here. I'm joined once again by Ismail, game director of Assassin's Creed Origins. How you doing?
Hello. Amazing. Wonderful to be here.
Ash brought with him a cool little scenario that we're going to use to take a look at the RPG and character progression elements and mechanics in Assassin's Creed Origins. So, Ash, man, take it away.
Yeah, for sure. So here we're in an area called Pisa Oros. It's a citadel. It's an end game challenge. It's really high level. When the game begins, very quickly you'll be able to go anywhere in the world you want. It might not be easy to be a level 1 inside the zone, but you can try it if you wish. So we're just going to show you what it's like, and then after that we'll go in with a more geared character,
cool,
a Bayek that is more leveled up, to show what it's like to take on these challenges with gear and abilities and so on.
Awesome. Okay, so this is like high level. This is end game kind of stuff, right?
Yeah, exactly. This specific citadel is a end game zone. Here, we're just showing the gear that you would have as a level 1.
Got it.
So kind of a low level sword, a bow, a hunting bow. That's good for the early game, but it's going to be quite useless here.
So you are fresh into this whole assassination thing. Like, you don't really have the equipment or the weapons that you would need to approach something like this.
Exactly. Now the thing is, we don't block you off.
Right.
You're allowed to travel the world as you want. Here we are using Senu to scout out this challenge, and what we see here is those badges with the skulls in them, the red badges with the skulls. This kind of tells you that the relative difficulty, that these guys are way out of your league.
Oh, this is the danger button kind of thing.
Exactly. So by scouting with Senu, we can see where the enemies are, but it's also advertising the fact that from a progression perspective, we're not even close.
I see. Now, a couple of those I saw a crown over top of. What does that mean?
Yeah, the crowns represent captains, commanders. These are people that traditionally will carry the better gear.
Awesome.
So
okay.
by going after these targets, you can find equipment that is much stronger. Here, what we're going to show is you can still stealth, for sure. So what does it mean to stealth in an Assassin's Creed game when, RPG and your level matters?
Right.
So here we can see that we can actually sneak up to the guy. It doesn't say assassinate, it's a stealth attack, which is a hint to tell us that he won't die from this.
I see, okay.
So you still do damage. It's a way to kind of like as a first strike, if you will, in the fight. But you're not going to kill him, and you do go into combat with this guy. Having said that, not a good idea. As you can see here, we're doing very little damage to him, and he just rocked us.
Yeah, so you were stunned and had nothing you could do.
Yeah, so when enemies level up and get stronger, they have new abilities as well.
I see.
So they're able to break your defense more efficiently and so on. So here we have a level 38 Bayek, which is more in line with this area.
Yeah, he looks much different.
Exactly. We're showing off. So here, all the gold gear, you can see these are legendary gear. Legendary just means that it has more attributes and properties.
Cool.
For example, there's the dual swords, one of the new weapon types that we're pushing here. This is a scepter. We'll see that later on.
Awesome.
We can see one of the properties of this weapon is that it's on fire, so when Bayek releases it, he inflames it.
Oh,
and
cool.
So it's able to do fire damage, and we'll see the effects of that.
So weapons have different ingredients and stuff on them. Now down here you're in this crafting area. Can you explain a little bit about this real quick?
Yeah, so for example here, the hidden blade is something that you have to upgrade. This is how you can dedicate yourself to being an assassin. This is the ability graph, where right now we've unlocked all the abilities. We've been given some nodes at the end there where you can pump points into those. And the idea being that you can really craft the type of character you want. You can spread yourself out like this, or dedicate yourself where, let's say you want to pump points into that warrior ability at the end to do, crazy damage at some point. If you want to min and max the game, we allow that.
Awesome. Now I noticed it wasn't a straight skill tree. It was sort of a grid or a graph with like different lines around it. I mean, is that to make things easier for players to get to, or so you don't have to build into one thing specifically? Wow, look at that. So that's a skill as well, right?
So that's a chain assassinate. So when you get a successful assassination, you can throw a knife to actually do a bunch more stealth damage. So that's an ability that's under the stealth part of the graph.
Cool.
So here we're showing off some of the abilities that you have with bows. There you were able to put a guy down pretty efficiently. The whole thing with the graph is that we wanted that all abilities were accessible very easily. So within 2 or 3 steps, you can pretty much access every single ability. It's really more about what kind of character do you want to craft, whether if you want to dedicate yourself to stealth or fight, or have a hybrid.
I see.
Here in this video, just to make it clear, because we are showing off a lot of fight abilities, we're showing off a lot of the new weapons, so the dual sword scepters. We have gone in guns blazing.
Okay.
Most definitely, you can play all of this stealth without ever being noticed. You can ghost this whole place if you wish.
That's awesome.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that's one of the things you look at. You guys totally revamped the combat, and people look at it and think, this doesn't look like a normal Assassin's Creed game. But what you're seeing right now, this is just like hardcore combat where you go in and just chew everything up. Like you said, you can play this like a stealth assassin from maybe what you would consider an Assassin's Creed game.
Exactly. Any way of people playing the game, whether it's through stealth, whether it's a ranger playstyle with the bows, whether it's a fight style. We even have styles where it's more about manipulating the environment, manipulating the guards, you know, taming animals to have them do your bidding. If that's awesome. the way you want to play the game, the way you want to take on a citadel like this, you can do that. Here, just to be clear, so people really know, this is being played by our combat designer, who is very, very good at the game.
He's really good. Yeah.
He knows the ins and outs of the game. So there, he did a parry on this commander, which is actually very hard to pull off. So he might make it look easy. It's not easy by any means. We wanted that even when you're leveled up and you have good gear, that skill still matters. Right. These enemies are really tough. They have constantly, we're adding new attacks to them, new behaviors. Here he's unleashing the devastating attack of the dual swords, and it pays off.
Nice. So we're cutting forward a little bit in time for like a new combat engagement with what looks like some camel riders over here. Yeah,
exactly. So that's one thing, that the combat system it's quite dynamic. We want the use of bows. So here.
Oh, look at that! He just lit his arrow on fire.
Exactly. So fire is an ingredient in the world. You can use it to light arrows on fire. Here we have, this is a sub boss.
Okay.
So this guy is one of the captains of this particular citadel, and he's very unique. He's very difficult to fight. Here we're being harassed by guys on camels, by archers. This is one of the disadvantages of going in guns blazing like this. But nothing stops you. That poor camel's on fire.
Yeah.
Fire is quite powerful in the game.
I was shocked a little bit earlier. He got shot in the face by the arrow. Okay, so yeah, actually you just got shot now too. So it looks like you're in this position where there's just stuff happening all over.
Exactly. So here it's really only because our designer, our lead designer, is playing on this that he's actually surviving. It's very tough. So
here's that devastating attack.
Exactly. And this is another move that when you successfully unleash a devastating attack, you can unlock new combos. So every weapon has its own set of combos that unlock from that.
Awesome.
You can even, if you successfully kill the enemy, you can pick up their weapon and throw it at someone else.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, there's a lot that you can do here.
Oof, that guy.
Yeah, that guy's vicious. So again here, one thing we really wanted is that people mix their melee weapons. People mix in the uses of the bow.
Right.
You know, you could be fighting guys on ground. A guy on a camel happens to run by.
Brutal. Oh, and you just got tagged in the back. And he's on fire.
And he's on fire.
It's mayhem.
Yeah, so the thing is, we wanted that that gameplay challenge to be there. We wanted that when people go into this higher end content. Right. Here we've switched to the scepter that is on fire, actually.
Is Senyu attacking that guy right now?
Senyu is being wonderful and helping you out, causing a distraction.
Cool.
So yeah, you can upgrade Senyu to have different abilities. She can become very useful in a fight context. That brute that we've hit with the scepter, he's on fire. The fire not only does damage, we can see it ticking every now and then.
Right.
That's the orange numbers are going up. But it also causes him to be stunned. You know, he's trying to pad out the fire. So fire has a huge role to play in this combat system.
It's not only extra damage over time, it's utility.
Exactly.
And this bowl just looks so badass right now.
Yeah, exactly. So here we're gonna
Oh my God!
Oh boy.
Oh, that's brutal.
Yeah, this guy is actually really hard to face. He's really tough. And again,
he's making it look.
Mark, our designer, is making it look pretty good.
Yeah. Jeez, what is that thing?
Yeah, so one thing to note is the previous weapon had the devastating attack. This weapon, the bar that's orange now that we've unleashed, it has what we call fury mode. So poorly timed.
It's so
very
awesome.
Poorly timed.
Oh my God. So not only did he do damage, but he basically just ate up half of your fury mode.
Yeah, exactly. So you still have to pay attention to when you unleash this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
In that particular case, the fury mode unleashes a new combo that does crazy damage.
Yeah, it took him out pretty quickly right after that. Ash, man, thank you so much for stopping by and showing us the RPG and character progression in Assassin's Creed Origins. If you're looking for more Assassin's Creed, we've had an entire month of coverage as IGN First. So be sure to check out go.ign.com/ACOrigins for all of our coverage. For much more as it comes, keep it right here on IGN.